Spacetail, Every Journey Leads Home review. It's a small, cute game. It's most similar to Stray, only this time you get to play as a dog in space. I gave Stray a very low score because I thought it was brain dead. This game is not so different. Perhaps it's slightly better than Stray. Okay. Stray was full 3D, third-person camera. This one is a platformer. Puzzle platformer, basically. A lot of puzzles in the game. So, the story is about a dog that's cast into space and he's trying to return home by traveling on different planets throughout the galaxy and making new friends and enemies along the way. Cute, silly story. Good narration though. I like the narration. It's done very well. I don't know, it doesn't stink, it doesn't smell well. 5 out of 10, I guess. There are multiple endings also. 3, 4 multiple endings. That's about it. Game bugs and optimization. I encountered one game-breaking bug, but basically the game is clean. With that game-breaking bug, I had to restart the entire level because I got stuck. No glitches. Basically no bugs aside from that one huge bug. The game works extremely well. It ain't system demanding. The loading screens are fast. 9 out of 10. Game time. It said it took me 6 hours, it took 5 hours, because I was making pauses and so on, so this is a very short game, 5 hours game for 16.79. Nah. This game ain't worth more than $5. Simple as that, because the price is 16, nearly 17 bucks for a 5 hours puzzle platformer. I just can't give it more than 4 out of 10. If it was $5, I would give it 6, 7 out of 10 for game time. If it was $5, it's freaking 17 for 5 hours. Basically 5 hours of doing nothing, even puzzles are simple. Game difficulty. The difficulty, there is minor amount of combat, which sucks. AI is close to being brain dead, not aggressive enough. You also resolve enemies by barking at them. That doesn't count as difficulty. There are puzzles. There were around 10-15 puzzles in the game. And let's say like 2 were solid. The rest of the puzzles are elementary school level. Okay, extremely casual game. I guess women and children will like the game a lot, considering there's a dog now, and in a Stray we had a cat. Now we got, during this 2022, both cat and dog game at the same time. One is a cyberpunk cat, the other one is a sci-fi dog. As far as difficulty goes, you can play it blindfolded with one hand, man. It ain't good. Maps and graphics. I'll start with graphics, and then I'll start with maps. Let's start with maps. These would be all maps in a game. And you can tell how many different environments, planets, colors, call it however you like, there is. Solid map variety for a short game. This is a 5 hours long game. This is a solid map variety. There is no minimap. UI is very simplistic because it's a simple game. As far as graphics go, I love it. It looks great. For a 2D platformer, backgrounds, how the entire game feels like, how it looks like, I like it. I really like it for a 2D platformer. I can't say it's above mediocre. Okay, it ain't anything special, it's above mediocre. I'm gonna give it 6 out of 10. Gameplay. So it's a puzzle platformer where you get to play as a dog. Gameplay consists out of dodging traps, poison, and enemy projectiles. You can also speak with them, growl at them, jump, communicate basically with different space species, animals, and so on. You can make them angry or you can make them on your side. Depends how well you act as a dog. That's one type of gameplay in the game. The other one is, of course, classic double jump, timed puzzles, press the switch, run, avoid traps. And at the end, there's always a puzzle where you rotate different stuff with telekinesis, with shooting stuff, and so on. Out of 5 hours long game, gameplay is like 90% of it, 10% is cutscenes and narration. I don't know, it doesn't do anything innovative, okay? It's a game to play for one Sunday afternoon. It is smooth, gameplay is smooth, controls are great, on a gamepad also it plays well. But I can say the same for gameplay. It doesn't stink, it doesn't smell well. 5 out of 10. Leveling and itemization. Holy fuck with this. It's non-existent. No experience, no leveling, no sense of progression, nothing. The only item that you can find along the way is a spear where you get to pop some plants so you can pass. That's the only item in the game. And a teddy bear to resolve a puzzle. There is this thing in the inventory, health and shield. And stress. They do nothing, like they exist just so they can have something in a user interface. And there is a gallery. Peculiar things you find along the way during your galaxy travel. They're just bad. I can't even call it simplified. If I was like 2 years old, I could easily play the game. 1 out of 10. As I said, cute game for women and children. That's how I see it. NPCs and enemies. There are NPCs. Some alien species. Main character is, of course, a stray dog named P. I can't say the dog has a lot of character in it, because it doesn't. Same as with Stray, although maybe Stray, that cat had a bit more character than this dog, but basically they're on the same level. Done wrong and done bad. As far as enemies go, for 5 hours, enemy variety, a few monster species, few boss fights where you get to run from them, you don't fight them actually. Solid enemy variety for 5 hours on 7-8 different planets with a brain dead AI. This This segment also sucks. It sucks ass. Not 2 out of 10. Let's say it below mediocre. 4 out of 10. Music and sound. I did not hear a single tune in the game. Everything is some atmospheric crap. Forgettable. Even the main theme is non-existent in the game. Sound effects are solid, especially with dog barking and so on. The things you can do basically with a dog, this shit. Okay, that's done well. And those will be sound effects, wind howling and so on. Okay, that's solid sound effects, I can say. So basically, no music, solid sound effects, great narration. There's narration before every mission and after every mission, with a lot of cutscenes. Great narration. The entire game is basically voice acted, which is a huge plus. Huge plus. Seven out of 10. Four points. 4.8 out of 10. I guess these devs, that's their first game. Okay. It ain't bad if it's the first game of the developers. I believe the game is overpriced as fuck. Okay. Amija, thanks for the sub. I really believe it's overpriced. 17 bucks for 5 hours long game is freaking crazy, especially for this quality. Non-existent quality. Below mediocre. Copycat of Stray as a 2D platformer. I can't say how Stray is also good. I rated Stray even worse. This might be a slightly better game than Stray. And that's about it. When it's worth it, once you have one free Sunday afternoon, and when you find it for like 3-4 bucks, then it's worth playing. Mediocre, slightly below mediocre puzzle platformer where you get to play as a dog in space. That will be Spacetail. Every journey leads home. A quick review. Nothing else to say about it.